Hello, my name is Ia Llamosas. I'm a collage artist, and I wanted to create this video talking about FEBRULLAGE, hopefully giving tips and ideas for those of you who want to join on other years. 2023 was actually my first year joining FEBRULLAGE challenge. I had done challenges in the past, but mostly by myself, and I think one of the best things about FEBRULLAGE is the sense of community. Not only do you see so many different people in different parts of the world doing and tackling the same challenges you do, but it also opens your mind to seeing other interpretations, how people use different materials, and also their personal stories, which is something for me very important in collage. So to give you some tips, I'm just gonna go over my own experience. The first tip would actually be um, whether to create inner bands or not. I think this is completely um, depending on how you are as a person. They do give the prompts like in mid-January, so you do have some time to prepare for them. For me, for example, the first week in February, I was actually hosting some friends that were coming over, so I knew those days I couldn't create. So it did help me to have the prompts in advance so I could prepare, schedule, and then just enjoy my friends when they were here. So that is something that can actually help you a lot to have time to prepare. But also, for me, I actually love editorial illustration, and it is something that I want to do more in the future. So usually when you get those types of briefs, you have short period of time to do them, and it was great for me also to practice this. I did a lot of the challenges on that same day without like a previous idea of what I was gonna do, just to exercise that part. So for me, it was also great to do them in the day and see what comes up and explore also that intuition that comes when making collage. So I do recommend sometimes working in advance, especially when you know you're not going to have the time to do it. But also if you want to practice, like in my case, working fast, especially for some projects, it can be great. I do recommend, for example, something that I notice is if part of your goal in this challenge is to be featured by the account itself, that they did post very early in the morning. I live in Spain, so European time. So you can actually, work in advance and maybe schedule it so you know it's gonna come out early in the morning and you're gonna have maybe more chance to get featured. I do know that it is a big challenge and a big community, and it's hard maybe to feel that you're getting featured, and it's easy to get lost in the amount of tags and people participating. That's also why I recommend that you have your own personal goals during this challenge, not only just getting featured. What do you want to take from this challenge? In my case, was actually committing to doing something every day and seeing it through. It was also practicing my digital collage skills. So most of the collages I did were digital, and I think it's also good to have or to give yourself permission to experiment. I also noticed that for a lot of the prompts, instead of practicing the digital collage skills, I ended up doing photo montage. And that was amazing because I realized it's something that I love and have tons of fun doing. So it was great to discover that part of myself too. I also, for example, like to add like boundaries and rules when I'm creating, because it helps me or forces me to be even more creative. So for example, for this year, I had found two amazing books in the trash. Um, those kind of wonderful treasures. And I wanted to use those books because they had really amazing images, all in black and white. And I set myself to do the FEBRULLAGE with the extra challenge of working with images from those books. That was also great because it helped me um, Even though it seems like something to complicate yourself, it also helped me when I needed to tackle any prompt to know that I had to look in images in that book and I was going to find my answer there, whatever inspired me to create from there. So it actually ended up helping me. Also, something I notice is a lot of artists who have done the challenge before, you can see from experience that they tackle it a bit differently. And I mean this in a great sense. Um, I never thought of doing anything with, you know, the FEBRULLAGE challenge other than practicing, being part of the community, and enjoying it. But I did notice that a lot of artists actually create physical collages and they kind of think of a size for all of the projects. So afterwards, all of that effort and all of that time that they spend doing that, they can actually profit from it and actually sell those artworks as well. I think this is awesome also because since you're sharing the entire month through Instagram, which is the community where the challenge takes place, it also helps your followers get to know you, get to follow that process, and in a way, get involved with what you're doing and find it more easy to maybe shop from you because now they have that feeling that they've been joining you also on this ride and they can take, you know, a piece from that. I saw from other artists I admire, collectors that said things like, "Oh, I'm so excited because I've been collecting pieces from FEBRULLAGE from you for many years, and this year I'm just excited to see what I choose." And I thought that was really inspiring. So that's one of the things I am actually getting to learn from this year is to maybe consider doing it physical so I have something to sell. Even doing it digital, I know I can make prints or I could do prints on demand with t-shirts and things like that. That could also be a great way to profit. Um, I think I've covered pretty much everything that I wanted to give you in tips. But like I mentioned, working with a size, having a goal for yourself, wondering if you want to make rules, maybe working in advance the days that you know you're going to have not that much time to create, or even weeks in advance if that helps you. Also, knowing that it's okay not to be perfect. I didn't post every day when I had to. There were, I think, 2 days that I posted the day after, and that is also okay. This is a personal challenge. Nobody's keeping track. This is just for you, so it's also okay to maybe not do them all in time. Maybe you want to start slow and you just want to take a prompt per week, or even just one prompt from the entire month that resonated for you. So I think all of the options are pretty valid to engage in this amazing challenge. I am very grateful for the community, for the people who manage it, because I know it must have been a lot of work, but I think it's amazing, and I think it gives collage like a lot of new eyes also. So I'm very grateful for that, and I hope that you have enjoyed it. I will try to also make some bullet points in a post. So if you want to refer to it later, or maybe even next year as you're starting your challenge as well, you can go through that as well. So I'll be leaving the link here. Feel free to reach out if I can help you with anything or you have any question, and see you soon. Take care.